That would help, yes. We should probably increase this too.
You pick whichever political side that you're not, and you watch from that source. That's how you stay unbiased.
I see. Well, I don't have a political stance, so...
Republican just only...
I don't have a political stance, so what do I watch?
You don't watch news.
Ah, that's there you go. I don't watch news.
You're not valid. If you don't have, right? You're no stance. You're in the middle. You're rejected by both sides. Not worth it.
Yeah, alright. Anyway, so hey guys, welcome to today's stream. Thank you, Playtnap, for pointing out the fact that we were muted.
Thank you.
Why is there nothing on my screen? What is happening here? Where is... There we go. Jeez. The heck? That took 5 years to appear. Wasn't even sure if I was live yet. Anyway, we're here with another Ace Attorney stream. Not that we're finishing this game anytime soon.
We played for... Oh, that's Pogo.
You played Pogo Stuck for 73 hours.
I mean, yeah, it's 30 hours for the first map. I played the first map 3 times. I've beaten the first map 3 times. It took 2 more hours. So like 30, probably like 40-ish hours. 40-ish hours from Pogo Stuck. And I've played like 20-ish hours on the latest map.
Click on Elden Ring.
Elden Ring?
Crazy.
Okay. 109 hours.
80s? No.
38.
No shot. You put more hours into Pogo Stuck than Hades.
I mean, yeah. We put more hours into 830 than Pogo Stuck.
That's messed up. I'm not gonna lie. You just did it freaking Hades.
It's okay. I beat the game.
Oh, yeah.
Can't believe you missed the Pogo anniversary? Yeah, you missed it. You missed it.
Hello,
why is
Ivan
this not-
Avgard.
Why is this not refreshing? My Twitch chat. I'm back. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is the problem after raiding. It does kind of stick like this. Yeah, so let's go ahead and close the dockable window. All right, let's go ahead and dock. Twitch chat, pull it back up. There we go. Is there a Feathered Serpent sneak peek today? No, of course not. Free advertising? That doesn't happen here.
I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll just get on my phone.
All right, let's go ahead. Anyway, we are here to play some Ace Attorney. Time to farm more points. Yes, we're here to play Ace Attorney.
Not gonna let me.
We gotta hurry up and get moving because last we left off, we didn't even finish case 4.
I know.
Now we gotta get to case 5.
Long.
Yep. I mean, there wasn't even a court section for this technically.
All right, get the hat out. Wait, we're here. You can get the hat.
It's too far away.
What?
Is the volume good on your guys' end?
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
You can't hear anything? Oh.
Perfect. Right here, right?
That's too far away.
It is pretty soft, but it's not too bad.
Maybe turn
no,
up.
right here.
It's too far away.
Bought it literally just for Ace.
It's too far away. He's not even wearing a hat right now.
No.
We consider the gentleman's nationality. Clearly, he's a German with no grasp of the English language. There's a hat. There is a hat. As evidenced by the dramatic song he sings in his appearance in the
Show game.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Show game.
Yeah,
Thank you. Point now. What, dude? Is this your first day streaming?
You would not believe how many times I've done this at this point. I have actually not shown the game so often at this point, it's embarrassing. But it's okay.
Oh, man.
Anyway, thank you everyone. Alright.
Okay, there we go.
It just takes a second. Firstly, we consider the gentleman's nationality. Clearly, he's a German. With
Also,
no
thank you,
grasp.
Avon Avgard caught it too.
I know, I said thank you all.
And Hannah, too.
I said thank you all.
And Hannah.
I all encompassed it.
Wow.
Jeez, doesn't even pay attention.
How many
when he's
viewers
rude.
does it take to remind the streamer?
So why is the man here at all and in such apparently high spirits? The answer, of course, Iris, is clearly known to you. Indeed, we need only follow the gaze of those bright young eyes to unravel that particularly part of this mystery. For reasons. The reason for the man's mildly irritating warbling is revealed by the herbal tea. You obviously offered our German guest a cup of your latest herbal blend. The tea's delectable flavor has made the man's spirit soar and resulted in this joyful ditty tumbling incessantly from his lips. I eagerly await sampling the flavor myself, that I may join the fellow in his state of
You
elation.
can hear him singing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just something playing in the background. Thomas has his favorites. What are you talking about? Now to the next question. Who exactly is this gentleman availing himself so thoroughly of the settee? Objection, Daicosmos was never smart. Hold up, hold it! What are you saying there, Pixplays? As it happens, a few years ago now. Favorite viewers, yes.
You can't say objection without the emote.
You're right. Come on, Pixplays. You literally have access to it. A certain gentleman of German origin engaged my services in a particularly delicate case. He required the retrieval of letters once sent to an acquaintance that might have proved problematic. In order to conceal his noble identity, he also arrived at my office in a mask. The gentleman's name was Wilhelm Gottschried Sigismund von Ormstein, the King of Germany.
Oh my gosh.
If my memory serves, the mask worn by this gentleman is identical. Yes, there can be no question that mask belongs to the King of Germany. It would appear that His Majesty remembers the fine service I afforded him and has decided to show his face again, mask and all, in order to express his gratitude. A well-mannered monarch indeed, wouldn't you agree, my dear fellow? No, I will not wear the hat. How many points to get me to wear the hat?
Yo,
Wow.
no, this is your chance. 60,000.
Redeem the bigger I'm rich.
The bigger I'm rich, he wears the hat.
So the identity of this masked visitor is in fact my former client, the King of Germany. Indeed, his son is currently in London as well, enjoying the wonders of the great exhibition.
It is a high price. Are you willing to pay it, him?
I'll
We're gonna
wear
get a
it
farm channel.
whenever Sherlock Sholmes is around. I will wear the hat if you pay. Which leaves us with one remaining imponderable yes. You, young Iris.
I'll farm my own.
For a good redeem. Yes, you get it, Pixplays. But apparently your inexplicable silence is unable to hide the truth. Yes, the reason for your muteness is concealed in that knapsack. A 5-pound note, I believe. I must say, as your compatriot, I'm deeply saddened. It would appear that you've allowed yourself to be bribed into silence by His Royal Highness. Sundown redeemed.
I guess he's wearing it.
No, it was only for Hannah, obviously.
No, you're not gonna farm my points like that. Oh. There you go.
All right. It would appear that you've allowed yourself to be bribed into silence by His Royal Highness, earning yourself some spending money in exchange for keeping quiet about the king's secret. And now for the final piece of the puzzle. What is this secret you strive to hide with your silence, Iris? Ah yes, we need only follow that brief, involuntary twitch of your eyes to find the answer. You were attempting to abscond with that coffee cup. My favorite coffee cup, in fact. Or should I say, the handle of my favorite coffee cup. It appears that His high-spirited highness broke it in the midst of his hijinks. Which leads us to the sad truth. That my favorite coffee cup has been broken by the King of Germany, and Iris, you try to conceal it from me. I shall have a bill sent via governmental channels to the German royal family for its replacements. Perfect, we solved the mystery.
Knowing Sholmes, he probably sent it for like $50,000.
Knowing Sholmes, he probably broke the cup himself. Thus concludes the Sherlock Sholmes' great deduction of this painful puzzle.
He gives me points. Me too. Then I could actually redeem a game.
Nah, it's okay.
Combine our points together.
Yeah, it's not fun. With your silence as well, does the fellow's jovial warbling rather rings in the ears, does it not? Ah.
Mr. Sholmes, I must say something does rather trouble me.
Pray, Mr. Sato, do tell.
His Royal Highness doesn't appear to have moved a muscle since we arrived.
Ah! And you haven't said a word either, Iris. If Mr. Sholmes has it all right, you might as well own up to it now. Your reasoning isn't entirely without substance, I must admit. And one other thing, Mr. Sholmes. Yet another grievance, Mr. Naruhodo. Surely not. Well, I actually read the story of the case recently, the one you were just describing, and according to that at least, it wasn't the King of Germany, it was the King of Bohemia. Goodness, was it?
Yes, that's quite true. Master Gotz, the prince, testified to that in court. In his words, I have come to see the great exhibition all the way from my home in Bohemia.
I would ask you that you keep that minor error to yourselves. It could easily become quite a scandal.
Oh my gosh.
I believe, Mr. Naruhodo.
So this is the guy we actually saw in the witness stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the heck? Wait, which
That
guy
it's
then?
our turn to make some corrections to a number of minor
Wait, which
errors
guy?
that may have slipped in.
It was the guy with the camera. He's like blonde, I think. He's like wearing blue. Oh, he was like in one of the cases. I think he's in the balloon case. Yes, even Mr. Sholmes is willing to admit he might be slightly wide of the mark this time. Although it's clear that Iris is definitely hiding something. We need to find out the truth behind this mysterious scene. But one truth is incontrovertible. My favorite coffee cup is no more. So, shall we embark again on a joint presentation of Herlock Sholmes' Logic and Reasoning Spectacular? Meaning that Sholmes' hat emote, that's not becoming an emote.
Oh yeah.
That's not becoming an
That
emote.
needs to be an emote.
That's actually not going to become an emote. We don't... Ask Matt about his new job.
Game developer.
There you go. Does this apply for all future streams? No. Cosmo with the detective hat? Yeah. It's not going to be anything anytime soon at the very least. Firstly, we can... Okay, we read all this anyway. Alright. One day we'll get past all this. Here we go. So what? It's some mix of herbs that gives you the urge to sing?
Goodness, I should like to try some.
And I'd like to hear your singing, but this man, just how long does he intend to keep up with that tune, do you suppose?
As I said, he's been stock still the entire time. If you look closely, his lips aren't moving either.
Ah,
I'm not sure what's actually responsible for the spirited singing, but I suspect the answer lies at the end of Iris's gaze.
alright. Where is...
Whoa, what a shot. Whoa.
This is the shot people are looking for. What do you mean? Where is Iris looking? Okay, whatever. It's this, obviously.
Wait, that should be the thumbnail. Is that right there where he's spread eagle? And then it should be where is Iris looking? Exclamation point.
I'm not gonna change the
There
thumbnail
it
image.
is.
The reason for the man's mildly irritating warbling is revealed by the gramophone. Indeed, for no well-bred gentleman will break into an obscure folk song when making a social call. In other words, this gentleman isn't singing at all. In fact, it would appear that the fellow is unconscious. Ah, the music seems to have stopped now. I ask you, Mr. Naruhodo, yes? Why would I purchase a recording of that gibberish? How should I know? Well, never mind, on with the deduction. Onwards.
Objection, if I redeem pick a game for the future, can I pick wearing the hat? Huh?
Yes. If you redeem pick a game and you want me to wear this hat for a stream, I will allow it.
Oh wow.
I guess if you're that dedicated, I'll allow it, I guess. Man, I should have more funny hats in my ready.
Oh, hat stream?
Hat-
That could be a request. Add a hat, change hats.
Change hats. I would need a lot more funny
You're
hats.
so crazy.
Actually agreeing to these terms, hey, if I can farm 100,000 points off someone by wearing a hat and just playing the game I want to play, that's a bargain for me.
200,000 points, grow your hair out.
That's not happening. Although we've already
200,000 points, shave your head,
established,
bald.
already, that's definitely not happening.
How many? A million.
Nope.
Do it for 10 million.
Nope. No points.
No, 10 million.
Nope.
million.
I don't care about
That's
points.
dedication.
No,
That's
it's gotta be money at that point. Although we've
1,000
already,
to charity.
anyway, we've already established that it was actually the king of Bohemia.
How many subs? How many subs? Still
Nope.
bald.
Nope.
Little sub counter on the bottom.
Mr. Sholmes
Nope.
intends to persist with his Germany theory for some reason.
Come to think of it, the young prince was wearing a mask as well, wasn't he?
Master Gotts, the boy whom you had in tears.
Oh, that's right. It was the small child. That's right. Can I pick modeling all the hats? I don't have that many hats, Pix Place.
He's lying. I see like 4 over there.
That's not that many hats. Don't remind me or anyone else. No, you cannot pick modeling all the hats.
How many subs for
Do you
Chuck to pick
suppose
your
all
haircut?
members
None.
of the aristocracy of mainland Europe wear masks?
I'm sure they do. Well, probably, anyway. The point is, the mask doesn't belong to any king.
No, that's right, as we well know. Because we can identify the true owner of this mask.
The mask of Van Zeeks. Or not.
What?
Why Eugen? Why?
What?
Wait, why is that his mask?
Oh, whose mask is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were asking who it was.
What the freak? No. No, it's what's his? It's Van.
It's Kazuma.
Yeah.
But he got it from
No, it's Cosmos.
Van Zeek.
I'm pretty sure it's Kazuma. I see 4 hats right over there. Nah, don't worry about that. That was a fake comment.
We of all people should know that mask.
Anyway, let's go ahead. Pick Kazuma. Sorry, I thought I was asking who it was, not
It's not. It's
not whose mask it was.
Van Zeek's.
No, Cosmos.
He first wore it.
Yes, there can be no question that mask belongs to Kazuma Asugi.
Oh, points.
In other words, my memory is sublimely unreliable. Wow, he admits it. Only you could try to make that sound positive. Kazuma's mask has been languishing on this metal chest for several days. That doesn't explain why the gentleman is wearing it now. But it now. Oh, bitch. Even I can't read that fast. But it is now a simple matter to determine our guest's true identity. Just take the mask off. After all, the gentleman is unconscious. We only need to excuse ourselves in advance. Gently lift the mask and peer beneath it. And then Iris shoots you with a gun. Oh, never mind. I don't believe it.
Father.
Father!
She killed him. I'm afraid, Mr. Sato, you must be
No, I think not, Mr. Sholmes.
Then it would appear our logic and reasoning has once again revealed the truth. This mysterious visitor.
Is my unconscious father, Eugen Mikotoba.
Logic and reasoning, or just looking and saying. Great.
Saul!
Oh wait, we're still not done.
How many points for Thomas to give me a haircut?
Wow, you want me to give you a haircut? I've never cut hair once before, just for context.
50,000 points.
You want me to cut your hair?
50,000. We gotta get him away from Hannah somehow.
I've never cut your hair before,
Yeah.
and you want me to do that?
50,000.
You trust me?
No,
Well, that's
no.
all. That's a lot you're asking for there.
50,000.
Wait, you're cutting my hair, or I'm cutting your
You're
hair?
cutting my hair.
What?
50,000.
I mean, that's nothing off my back. I would do it.
Whoa, hey, there it is.
I mean, I'm not. It's not my hair. The risk. If I redeem Papa Luddy, then you'll get it. Are you asking if you redeem Papa Luddy, will I give Sundown the haircut?
No, that's two few points.
What? Papa Luddy's 50,000.
Oh. How many points does Pix Places have? Not a serious offer. Don't do it.
not a serious offer. You heard it here, Pix Plays. He's not a man of his word. A coward. Which leaves us with one remaining imponderable. Yes, you. Oh, we already talked about this. All right. Onwards. Oh, I want to skip this. So that £5 note poking out from Iris's knapsack, that's a £5 note poking out from Iris's knapsack, is it?
Oh dear, I can't be sure. Most money that we encounter is in coin form.
I know, I'm not even sure if we've seen any banknotes here in Britain at all, have we?
But anyway, Father would never have paid money for Iris's silence.
He certainly seems like the silent type himself, though, judging by his present state. There must be some other reason for Iris's silence, I suppose.
Perhaps what Iris is trying to so hard not to give away with her eyes is something entirely different.
Well, where is she looking?
This is where she finds out that her dad died.
Well, yeah, but like, where is she looking? Like, I can't tell what she's looking at.
Is there any sort of reflective surface that we can look at?
What is Iris really looking at? Chest, I'm assuming. Actually, there was stuff in this chest that she wasn't supposed to look at, right?
And it's open. It's a metal chest. It contains important documents, doesn't it?
Yes, details of all the cases Mr. Sholmes has worked on over the years, written up by Iris's father, if I'm remembering correctly. Iris insists that the chest is kept locked at all times. She never once showed me inside.
Well, its contents are invaluable to her, I suppose, and entirely irreplaceable. But look at it now. The catch is unlocked for once.
Ah, so it is. That's hard to ignore.
Very. I've never seen that chest unlocked before in all the time we've been staying here at Baker Street.
Alright. Present.
Take that!
And she stuffed. Oh, did you see the paper in her?
Yeah, it's probably some case that related to her dad's death. Yes, the reason for your muteness is concealed inside that metal chest. An excellent observation, for upon closer inspection, there is something different about the chest's appearance. It's kept locked at all times, yet now the catch is open. Evidently, this has something to do with your refusal to speak, Iris. But it's simply enough matter to incite you to speak, I'm sure. I merely need to open this chest.
Is this the third stream of the day?
No, it's the second stream. What third stream?
Cooking it up. Gary's way.
Here we go! Here we go!
Don't! The heck? Oh, that's how that
Oh
happened.
my.
Mr. Sholmes!
Mr. Chumps, Harley!
That was the dumbest
That's
thing I've
really
ever seen.
funny. That was
He's
really stupid.
dead!
Oh my god.
Never. Oh, Hurley, I told you not to open it.
I didn't expect this to be the case, defending Iris against.
Ah, so you found your voice now, Iris. Oh, we just keep going like nothing happened. All right. In other words, what just happened clearly reveals the truth here. Yes, the real reason for your silence until now is...
This is somewhat different to the usual dance of deduction you perform with Mr. Sholmes, isn't it?
Are we doing this in the middle? Like, what's happening right now? Well, he's left me alone on the ballroom floor, so I'm going to have to dance this next part solo. And anyway, I need to get to the bottom of this for my own peace of mind. Now then, Iris isn't usually the silent type, so...
You mean you don't actually know this answer yet? Despite that knowing point of the finger... Wait. Despite that
Knowing point of the finger before.
Oh.
Mr. Sato, sometimes a man needs to point his finger first and think later.
Hi, Aldo.
Oh, well, if you say so. Hey, Aldo. I think we'd better examine Iris more closely and try to rescue the situation. Rescue?
Reason why she couldn't open her mouth. It's gotta be the paper, right? Right? No?
Yeah.
Take that!
Nope.
Oh.
Let's keep going.
Someone redeemed no saving.
No, we're not at one life yet. That's when they redeem no saving.
Perhaps his voice again, da-da-da, if it was around, something.
Okay. So the reason why she was silent until now.
Well, maybe now show...
Not even
No,
thinking
maybe
select.
now show, like, the people laying on the couch.
You'll be lurking? Alright, have fun at the gym.
Oh, there we go.
Nope. What else can I even select in this room?
Hmm.
The knife in the.
There's a knife in the wall.
that was true.
Wait, maybe we have to examine it
Oh,
first.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
For some reason, this knapsack is really standing out as suspicious to me today.
Oh, is it?
It's quite sizable enough for a sizable secret, that's what I say.
Makes you too out of.
Perhaps it is. We certainly can't open it up to look inside without Iris's permission.
No, you're right. Who knows when might pop out and punch us? Alright, well, that's not it. Huh, what can I even select?
What's that green stuff on the table? Oh.
Nothing on the ground? The.
It goes so fast.
Yeah, because I can see when, like, the marker changes.
Oh, right.
I think there's a knife on the wall right up.
That knife was always there.
It's
It's been there since, like, case 2 of game 2. What in the world?
Wait, now that we've examined it, present it.
You think so?
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
Like, we haven't been presented with any new information yet.
Alright.
Well, we just said it looks like there's got to be a secret inside that, huh?
Take
Alright.
that!
Nope.
What? We can't like examine it more. Left on the dance floor somewhere.
Alright, let's see where she's staring.
Oh, there's a key in her hand.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Take that!
Can't believe we missed that.
It goes so fast. We're like looking around. It's like.
Yes, the real reason for your silence until now is the key behind your back.
Oh,
When Mr. Jones was thrown into the air before. Just before you called out to try and stop him, you slipped something out of your mouth. That something is the key now in your hand. No doubt the key to the chest.
you're so clever, Bruno.
So now it becomes clear that thanks to Mr. Sholmes' graphic demonstration, we can well imagine what happened here.
But
Professor Mikotopa also opened the metal chest only to be punched into the air and land sprawled on the settee.
wait, that doesn't explain all the facts. What about the stylish scarf and the cup of tea? And above all, why would he be wearing Cosmosama's mask?
And also the broken cup.
It's so obvious she didn't want him.
Well, for
to
the
see
curious
him.
detail, I can only think of one explanation. Clearly, an unbelievable miracle took place in this room.
Thank you, Ace Attorney.
Isn't that right, Iris? When it launched out, it happened to fall, the mask and the thing, and everything just happened to perfectly fall into place.
No.
Consider how the room was arranged before this whole painful experience took place. When Professor Mikotoba opened the chest completely unaware of what awaited him inside, the mask was flung into the air just as he was, only to land neatly on his face when it fell back down. Then the teacup's journey through the air ended when it caught on the unconscious professor's finger.
I haven't had a line in half an hour?
Yep,
You mean to say that the stylish scarf
that's why you're here for your witty banter, don't worry.
Oh,
Is actually just a tablecloth. This is the great detective's office, after all, a place of miraculous deductions. Would you expect anything less?
Yes, you're right. It happened exactly as you said. Brilliant, Bruno.
And thus concludes Ryunosuke Naruhodo's great deduction of this punchy puzzle. Well, glad we have 2 dead bodies now.
So then, why don't I make a fresh pot of tea for us all?
Objection!
Whoa.
Well, that's what he sounds like. An admirable performance, Mr. Naruhodo. But in the final act of the show there, you rather missed everything of importance.
Oh my.
Mr. Sholmes, if you would cast your mind back to my earlier deduction. Iris, you're clearly hiding a great secret. She is, from the look on her face. Mr. Sholmes must be right. Whatever that great secret is, the cat isn't out of the bag yet. So I put it to you again. You were attempting to abscond with that coffee cup.
It really is a shame about Mr. Sholm's cup.
It must have been smashed when Professor Mikotova opened the chest.
Oh dear, so many things seem to have been broken here.
But now that the deduction has taken a different direction, Iris doesn't seem to be trying to hide the broken cup anymore.
In other words, her great secret is something else.
Let's put our observational skills to work here one final time then.
Take that!
Ah, well.
Oh my.
Oh,
Every time the nav said,
Bye. No one
Nope.
redeem can't save her.
nope.
Well then, what is the secret she's trying to hide? Oh, I can't even save. Oh, can't save anyway.
No way. I am now redoing this stupid
Do it.
sequence.
It's okay, I figured it out.
Oh.
Take that!
Oh, the thing underneath that she's holding.
Okay, save it now. Not.
You were
got
attempting.
lucky.
You were attempting
You
to
got lucky.
abscond with that file case. No,
I'm glad you
still,
saw that.
We're keeping the audience on the edge of their seats. You're attempting to abscond with that case file. Iris, as you know very well, nothing escapes the attention of a great detective.
Oh no.
That's your line.
We visited
Oh, I
Scotland
didn't
Yard
see.
Autopsy Laboratory earlier today. Was that not intended? Was what not intended? And Dr. Gorey informed us that the autopsy report of Clint Van Zeeks had gone missing.
Oh,
It was not intended to almost risk the game.
Clint Van Zeeks. Yes, I do seem to recall. Alright, let's go and save at least.
Yeah.
Quick before the redemption.
That some years ago I asked to see the report in question. You were with me, weren't you, Iris?
I.
You mean it was you, Iris? So those papers you have there are.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry, we saved. We're in the clear.
Forgive me.
Whoa.
Nice, we did it. We made the little girl cry. Problem solved.
Yep, solved.
Alright, let's go home now.
Elementary.
In truth, I would like to have thought I could have predicted the booby trap chest. But it caught me completely off guard. I was nearly the late consulting detective Herlock Jones.
Ugh, I'm sorry, Hurley.
So you mean this autopsy report really is?
Yes, I took it for the lab, even though I knew it was very important.
It's okay though, at least she doesn't know her dad's dead yet.
Was there something in it that troubled you, Iris? Not exactly something that troubled me. Something I'd been looking for. When I saw this report, when I saw the writing in it, I knew it was Daddy's.
The writing?
Your father's writing? What do you really mean?
Iris? It must be something that's hard for her to talk about. Forgive me for interrupting, my dear fellows. Mr. Sholmes, what is it? I feel as though the poor unconscious gentleman on the settee has been somewhat forgotten.
Ah! Father!
Perhaps we should find our guest somewhere more peaceful to rest. Mr. Naruhodo, yes? Would you be so kind as to lend him to your bed? We must do our very best to make him comfortable, I feel. How much does it cost to make the streamer do the Sholmes poses? I've been doing them occasionally. Oh, yes, of course. I'll help you carry him up.
So will I.
No, I can manage alone, thank you. You have tea to enjoy. We wouldn't want to waste Iris's brew to stew. We wouldn't want Iris's brew to stew. That's too hard. Because there's no better way to make the professor comfortable than dragging him upstairs like a trunk. I wonder, perhaps that was deliberate. Maybe Mr. Sholmes is making himself scarce to give Iris the chance to talk more freely.
We must use this opportunity to talk with Iris. And find out what's going on.
Your daddy,
Yeah.
wow.
Would you like to tell us about it, Iris? About your father? They use father here, but they use daddy there?
know.
Come on.
I'm sure I told you before, didn't I? That Daddy used to be Hurley's partner? Yes, and that notes about all the cases they solved together are kept inside that metal chest. That's right. Hurley told me, you see. He said that Daddy's somewhere far away now, so we can't meet.
Oh, that's one way of describing it.
Oh my gosh.
Then, when I secretly unlocked the chest and read through the papers inside, I started to build up a picture in my head of what Daddy must be like.
Well, she doesn't even remember her dad.
Aww.
Well, that's only natural.
You're just like any other girl of your age. I read that Daddy was a professor of medical science, so I studied and took my degree too.
Well, that's only natural, I suppose.
In that respect, you're not quite like any other girl of your age, though. But there was one thing that I could never find out. Daddy's name.
Doesn't even know her own dad's name.
His name wasn't anywhere on any of the notes that he'd made about his work with Hurley. But then one day...
That's what happened, is it? When you saw this autopsy report, you finally managed to work it out, is that right?
Yes.
So it was the handwriting in the report that caught her eye.
When I saw the writing on that report, I could hardly believe it. No, that handwriting, I thought to myself.
Because it was the same as the writing you'd seen on your father's case notes.
Exactly. I was desperate to compare the two properly. I needed to see them side by side. I asked the doctor in the laboratory, but I was told I couldn't take the report away. And even worse, I was told that that was the first and last name we'd be allowed even to look at it there.
Last time.
Wait, first and last time we'd be allowed even to look at it there.
I like how we just get to see half of Matt's face. So you decided to steal it.
When I compared the autopsy report with the case notes I had here, there was no doubt. The writing was exactly the same. It was Daddy's.
No, stay there. What are you doing?
No.
We gotta get that good camera angle on you.
Oh
And the
my
signature
gosh.
of the coroner at the bottom of the autopsy report.
What are you doing? You're the star of the show. Read Dr. John H.
Don't
Wilson.
even have any lines.
Exactly, so you gotta
50
do...
minutes into stream,
So you gotta-
40
How I
minutes.
finally found out.
You gotta do some physical comedy in order to keep the audience entertained.
Oh
I
my.
learned Daddy's name at last.
I see.
Ever since then, I've called myself Iris Wilson. That's also when I had the brilliant idea of writing stories all about Daddy's exciting times with Hurley. I decided there and then that I'd write the adventures of Herlock Sholmes. Oh, Iris, I had no idea the stories had quite such a deep personal significance for you.
I can see why the autopsy report was so important to her now. And why she was prepared to break the law to get her hands on it. There's gotta be something against children committing crimes. I must apologize, Iris. This is really all my fault.
Hurley?
I made a promise, you see, that until the time was right, I'd keep the details about your father a secret.
I know, I've been very naughty. I'll take the autopsy report back to Dr. Gory and apologize, I promise.
Yes, we'll go together, I think.
Then, let me look after it for you until we get there.
Now she's gonna steal it.
We just take it. She stole it, then we get it.
We just gotta get a copy of it. I must go and
They even have. We just copy it by hand.
something.
Yeah. Well, how do they copy stuff when you say obtained a copy?
By hand. What else? That photograph, that expertly photographed photograph, we
Oh,
draw
wait.
it by hand again.
Oh, wait, there's photographs. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, but we don't get a forger. We don't just have that. That's from a single stab wound to the heart. Otherwise, superficial external wounds indicative of a duel. Recent scarlet ink stains visible on the little ring fingers of the right, but no document and corresponding ink was found. Let's see, vital evidence recovered from his stomach.
You're like this until you have any life. I must go and water my herbs, I think. I'll see you all later.
With enough time, anyone could learn to be a forger, I guess. Anya forger? Poor Iris. She must be feeling awful.
I disagree, Hannah. What if I'm blind?
Maybe
Well,
you're...
no amount of time is gonna let me forge anything.
Depends on what you're forging. You can forge sculptures.
Braille?
Sculptures.
Oh yeah, these dots. This is James.
You could forge sculptures, I bet. You know, with enough time, you could, if you dedicate your life to recreating the Michelangelo.
No, you wouldn't know the stone. You wouldn't know the imperfections in it.
You could feel
would
it
always
all.
have to no.
You can always compare
feel
the
color.
two.
You can feel the color.
The stone, it's always just chipped away. What do you mean? There's no color on the Michelangelo.
No, but that's the whole point. How do you know your stone is the same color?
It's
You
the same
need
stone.
a
You just ask
person.
for the same stone.
Yeah, but you gotta. That involves another person.
Okay, just need a loyal assistant. There you go. Probably could learn to recreate handwritten documents. Are you saying you could do that blind?
Nah, no shot.
Anyway, I know Mr. Sholmes is here for her, but still. Oh, he's gone. And it's already gone.
Ah, what's the meaning of this, Mr.
Oh, never
Holmes?
mind, he's not gone. Mr. Sholmes? Feel the dents made in the paper by the pressure of writing? Jeez.
Wait, who said that?
Point nab.
No, my gosh.
Oh,
dude.
dear me. So, you've noticed, I see. I didn't even notice anything when I read through.
Wait, that would mean...
What on earth's the matter, Mrs. Sato? You've turned as white as a sheet.
It's this autopsy report, Mr. Naruhodo. The one from 10 years ago. The writing isn't Dr. Wilson's at all. Oh, fudge.
What do you mean? How could you possibly know that?
Because I know this writing very well. It's her dad's.
I mean, it doesn't mean it has to be a fake report. It just means someone else wrote the report.
No, but that means the handwriting that Iris knows so well from all the documents that her father wrote wasn't actually written.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it doesn't mean it's a fake report. This is probably still a real report.
It's my father's. No, right.
What? Professor
Wait, are they
Nicole
sisters?
Oh, what?
What are you?
What? Keep up, man.
No, the whole point is that all the documents that Iris grew up reading and whatever and thinking that her father wrote
Is
them,
actually her.
it's actually
Sasato's dad.
Sasato's
Yeah. So
No.
No, they're not sisters. It's not her dad. That's
Indeed,
that's the
it's
point.
true. And now you know, my dear fellows. No, I don't know anything. What on earth does all of this mean, Mr. Sholmes? Because the idea that's slowly forming in my mind is just too extraordinary to believe. Please, you have to explain. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on. Fake dad to make her feel less
Dad.
lonely.
Well, she's gotta have a dad.
She was just
fake dad, fake dad.
she was spawned in the experiments. Test tube baby.
Fake dad.
So this autopsy report was actually penned by Professor Mikoto about
Immaculate
that.
Conception.
Also, isn't Iris here? Is she not listening to all this? I missed it. Dang it.
Was there a bug?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it too.
But that makes no sense. It's not possible, surely.
What is that next to your hand?
Water bottle?
No, the food.
This?
Yeah.
The chips?
Oh, sorry.
They're chips?
The crackers? I don't know. Cookies?
They're cookies?
I don't know. They're crackers.
Are they sweet or are they
Sweet
savory?
crackers.
Can I have one?
Not right now. You're gonna spill crumbs all over my desk and keyboard and
You think
floor.
I'm that bad at eating
Yes.
crackers? Why do you have the crackers here then if they're that crumbled?
Because I eat them over the trash can whenever I eat them.
I got the trash can. Oh,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
the
Anyway.
trash can.
Not possible, my dear fellow.
Oh.
Pray take a deep breath and think again.
Yes, you're right. In some ways, it actually makes a great deal of sense.
It does?
10 years ago is when father returned to Japan after his extended study tour in Britain.
And prior to his return, where was Dr. Mikotoba engaged? Of course. He was an assistant in Dr. Wilson's laboratory, learning about forensic science. And as an assistant, he would have aided with the dissection work, making detailed notes, which would be assembled into a full autopsy report. Once their work was complete, the head coroner would check the contents and put his signature on the document.
In other words, the only writing of Dr. Wilson's in the report would be his signature at the end.
I see. So Iris got the wrong end of the stick, you mean? She saw that and assumed the whole report had been written by Dr. John H. Wilson.
Which is very understandable, of course.
What a complicated situation.
So I'm confused then. So Iris is like, I recognize his handwriting, but actually she just was recognizing
Yeah, it wasn't her dad's at all.
name, the handwriting in the name.
No, I think she had recognized the handwriting. I don't know.
In the name, which is why she realized that it was her father's name.
I don't know what part she recognized, I'll be honest. Thinking about it, most of what we know about you, Mr. Sholmes, comes from the published stories of your exploits.
Bro, are we even gonna get to part 1?
You know?
Maybe we'll just finish this part.
What the heck is up with this? It's so long.
The end of the
No.
game.
Yes, The
But-
Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, written by
We
Iris.
cooked on this chapter for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, the end
And we
of the
are
game.
going now for 40.
It's the end of the
hours.
second to last case. Think about it that way. Think how long the end of the last case is gonna be.
Too long.
The end of the cases are always the
I'm
longest
gonna
part
have
of
a
cases.
child before we finish this game.
Yeah, we are. You
I'm
are.
gonna-
We are? Whoa, wait. Hold up.
The child's eighth eternity.
My baby comes out Asian, I'm coming for him.
Oh my.
That's yeah, it's fair. And we really have no way of knowing what's fact and what's fiction. Most troubling for you, my dear fellow, I'm sure. So what about this supposed
why
partner
is
of yours?
this
Did he really
so-
exist or not?
Oh my gosh, somebody you pulling out my headphones.
Ah, you've come straight to the point, I see.
And please come straight to the answer. For real.
I believe
Oh,
Iris
channel,
explained
please.
it in one of her estate installments. He was a trusted comrade, the only person I could have truly called a friend.
Oh, this game's the pogo stuck of VN.
And did this partner of yours truly make a record of all your cases? Are his notes really stored inside that metal chest?
Absolutely, my dear madam, absolutely. So, where's your partner now? We rarely meet. You see, he lives on the other side of the world.
Huh? Who is he talking about?
His partner, Dr. John H. Wilson.
Isn't he dead?
That's not.
But if this autopsy report and the records of all your old cases were penned by the same hands, and if the autopsy report was written, though not signed by your famous partner, there would be only one logical conclusion. Pray impress me. Your partner would have to be Yuji Mikotoba. In other words, Mr. Sato's father. Upon my word, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes? You are coming along wonderfully, and you have hit upon the method at last. You finally grasp the art of this deduction. You mean to say... Allow me to introduce you
I say so much without saying anything.
to my great friend and partner,
Oh, this is-
Mikotoba.
So little, with so many words.
Professor Mikotoba.
Does this mean that you're the real Dr. Wilson?
You want this guy?
Might as well. No, my dear. I'm still my old self. Eugene Mikotoba, your father.
So Iris's dad didn't do all those cool things, yes.
Oh, of course.
This is obviously too much for Mr. Sato-san to take in.
I must say, though, how my old friend has attained worldwide celebrity as a great mystery solver is the greatest mystery of all.
I still remember the first time we met. Pray remind me, when was it again, Mikotoba?
We were at a strip club 16 years ago, Sean.
Yes, and I ran out of ones. Yes, quite 16 years ago.
I just arrived from Japan with Seishiro and Genshin Impact on my phone.
Did Susato think her dad was like the normal old dude? I don't know what's happening, I'll be honest.
I was in search of lodgings close to the hospital. Some comfortable rooms at a reasonable price.
but rents are devilishly high in that particular area.
That's right. So I decided I needed someone to share lodgings and the expense. And was fortunate enough to be introduced to Sholmes, who found himself in a similar situation.
I was a callow fellow back then, a mere shadow of the great detective you see before you now. I was working at the hospital's chemical laboratory, at the time indulging my curiosities for little gain. I was just as poor as I am now.
And the situation of our cohabitation led us to pursuing cases together, you see. Hard to believe it was a mere 6 years. We had a great many adventures.
But in the last year of Nicotima's
Mere
stay in
souls.
Britain,
Mr.
that
Plant
most
one.
infamous case, the most infamous of cases presented itself. The case with which you've become rather familiar with yourselves. You've become rather familiar yourselves, the Professor Killings.
After the trial, Seishiro and I were summoned back home.
Hardly surprising given the circumstances.
I love his southern accent from Japan.
So there you have
He had to
it.
learn from TV westerns.
And as you know, all the details recorded by my trusty chronicler remain in that metal chest. This is just amazing. Professor Mikotoba really is Mr. Sholmes' famous partner. Who the heck is Dr. John H. Wilson?
I don't know.
Father,
Goodness, my dear, what a cutting look.
her cutting look is what she always looks like.
I know. Yep.
As your daughter, I'm very proud to learn that you were the great detective's great partner.
Maybe she just gives out a lot of cutting looks.
But nevertheless, there's another mystery that I really must ask you to explain now.
Well, seriously, where is Iris during all of this?
And there it is.
You know very well what it is. The unresolved matter of Iris's father.
What
Of
tarnation?
course! I've almost forgotten about that one. I didn't. Like the main topic at hand.
I should have seen this coming, I suppose.
Iris told us that all the notes about the great detective's adventures that are in that metal chest, were written by her father. Isn't that correct, Mr. Sholmes?
That is indeed what I told young Iris.
But if you're Mr. Sholmes' partner father and you wrote all those case notes, then Iris's father must be you.
See? I'm not stupid. I came to the same conclusion as a stupid character in the game. Y'all gaslighting the shiz out of me. It's written into the script.
Upon my word, Mr. Sato. You are coming along wonderfully as well. You too have hit upon the method at last.
Melfred.
You finally grasped the art of deduction.
What?
What you've always told me, father, is that my mother died when I was born 16 years ago. And you left me in grandmother's care whilst you embarked on your study tour of Britain. I've always accepted that. But all this about Iris,
Oh, there it is. Susato-san's ice-cold stare.
the same
not-
stare.
Oh, hold on a minute. It was very complicated. I had one girl right here, another right there. I mean, it's not really what you think.
It doesn't count if it's in different countries.
Then perhaps you'd like to explain exactly what
Oh.
it is.
Oh, shite. Oh, no.
There it is. Now the eyes go from ice cold to red hot. Just before she...
You got the wrong end of my stick. Show him, say something, man. Save me. They were 18, I swear.
That's quite enough, my fiery fellows. Mr. Sholmes, when did he all get all dressed up? Whilst I don't like to interrupt this exciting exploration of the past, Mikotoba and I have an urgent matter that requires a short excursion.
What in tarnation?
But it's very late, Mr. Sholmes. Where must you go?
Why, my dear madam, is that not obvious? My partner and I must pursue our natural enemies. So get your coat, Mikotoba, the game is afoot.
Sholmes, I really must give Susato a full explanation, I think.
Later, my dear fellow, later. Our carriage awaits downstairs already.
Tarnation.
Okay, you missed it. Did he cheat on Susato's mom? No.
Turns out he's her dad. Wow, look who was right. Yo, roll the clip.
He's not right. Congratulations.
Freaking, this happened more than one time, too. You guys suck.
You haven't changed one iota, have you? I mean, really. I visited our home after 10 long years.
Our home.
Our home.
This may be where they lived, yeah.
Like him and Sholmes.
Yeah.
They co-habituated, didn't you hear?
Oh,
6
fuck.
years.
Oh!
You never, with your mission companion, was like, let's go home. Let's go home to our home. Because you're both living there in the current moment, like.
Our home. Our home.
That's
Yeah.
how roommates would probably refer to their houses
Yeah.
too.
Alright, keep going.
And when I opened that chest in a fit of nostalgia, I quite inexplicably pass out.
I mean, it's definitely Sholmes lied to Iris.
Most
that's for
progressive
sure.
game I've ever played, let me tell you.
With the racist?
And as if that weren't enough, when I eventually regained consciousness, I'm plunged straight into all this.
Father, please.
Could also be that Sholmes
Go
lied
with
to
Mr.
Iris.
Sholmes now.
Well, yeah, I mean,
That's the boring answer. That's what you want to believe.
What?
Ah,
Huh? Oh!
I have no doubt that whatever happened, you were acting in everyone's best interests. I trust you completely.
Darnation, it's a suck.
After lying to me for 10 years, I completely trust you.
He didn't lie to
No,
her.
I'm just kidding. But hid truth, I guess.
Hey, what truth?
This truth.
That he worked with Sholmes?
Uh-huh.
Nah, it's not like you know every detail about your parents' life.
99% of the truth is still a lie, brother.
And sending the great detective and his great partner off on renewed adventures together is more than I could have hoped for in my wildest dreams.
Farewell then, we'll speak again later.
It's not like you know every aspect about every detail of like every job your parents have done, you know? Maybe, at least I don't think everyone does. So I believe your own work is done for the day.
it's because I never asked.
Exactly. Maybe
Yeah,
something
but that
never
was, we're living in an age. Never mind, I'm not gonna derail.
I wish you the best of luck for tomorrow.
I want to get this
We
done.
live in an age. Never mind. I'm not gonna.
I'm just gonna say, I mean, they didn't have anything to do back then. I'd probably be way more interested in my parents, but now I got like anime and video games and.
Yes, Mr. Naruto there. Good luck in battle, son, and in reaching a decision.
A decision about whether I go back to Japan, I suppose. Well, we finished the case finally.
So much happened that day that I barely knew what to do with myself.
Whoa, English
It would
accent.
only be later that I'd come to realize how amidst the chaos I'd unleashed were all the clues I needed to finally unearth the truth.
You'd be mad if you found out your dad was this cool without him telling you. But this is like such a standard anime trope, right? Like the cool dad that doesn't say anything about what they actually did. It's like a classic anime trope.
And that all the turmoil was necessary to give me the resolve to see everything through.
Yeah, and then secretly, it was actually that dad's son going back in time and bullying his dad into doing everything that he once thought was cool. Because Attack on Titan's sick.
Nope.
And by sick, I mean the absolute worst story I've ever heard in my entire life. Dog
Wait,
water.
say it again?
Garbage.
What is it?
Only reason people like it is because the animation looks cool. If all of you used 2 seconds to think about it, you would realize how absolute trash that story is. Eren Yeager goes back in time.
He's talking about Attack on
using
Titan.
his magical power.
Spoiler alert for Attack on Titan.
Dude, that's like season 3. That's been out
And-
for 5+ years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been.
Goes back and bullies his dad.
You know how long One Piece has been out? And it's still
Threatens-
huge spoilers to say something that's been out.
Threatens his dad to. He's like, Dad, do this or else I'll kill you, pretty much.
Uh-huh.
So his dad does it. Like his dad does all these things where it's like, whoa, yeah, Aaron's dad. He's doing all this cool stuff.
Yeah.
Just turns out it's just Aaron bullying his dad.
So it's
Oh, also,
kind of like
the whole story, start of the story is like a Titan eats Aaron's mom, and Aaron's like, I'm gonna kill all the Titans. Yeah, it turns out Aaron went back in time, told the Titan to eat his own mom. Yo, dumbest story never mind. Next chapter, whatever. Let's crank on it for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, eh? Alright.
It's the final chapter.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually the final chapter.
This is actually the final case,
Wait,
yes.
this is it.
This is it.
This is it.
Yeah.
4 parts.
Yeah, but.
Final case.
Yeah. But we're not even gonna finish part 1 today. Let's be honest.
Let's just choose a time to stop so that we don't go way over because I don't want to get home too late.
All right, what do you want to stop?
What time is it now? 9:30.
9:20.
Now.
Honestly, kind of.
Well, looks like the game's
10
over.
minutes? 10 minutes?
Well, this sounds like
Let's introduce
You're gonna do
like
10
it's
minutes?
been bugging me this whole time.
10 minutes?
You gonna start 10 minutes into the case instead of just calling it now?
Yeah.
Think that's better?
Bro, if the cases are all gonna be long like the last one was 4.5 hours. Yeah, I think I'd rather prefer to crank on it for 10 minutes. What do you guys want to do?
You guys want to crank for 10 minutes? Let's crank for 10 minutes. It's gonna go back to back. And we're gonna go through nothing but Rinosuke's thoughts.
What do you want to do, Thomas? Your stream.
I'm okay with going longer. You guys want to stay longer?
10 minutes?
Doesn't matter to me.
He's
9:30
mad. You
I'm
upset him. You upset the streamer.
Sorry.
This is the only
it's
stream. I already
fine.
need 10,000 points for this stream. That's like, that was a third of all my points.
Man, I can take this hat off. Oh, speaking of, I can take this hat off.
No.
There's no show.
Go 9:35? All time.
Let's just go and see what happens.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, 9:35. Let's go.
So the time's finally come to leave.
Go through. Burn him.
Today we unravel everything. 10k points for an hour indeed. I'll be counting on your support more than ever today, Mrs. Sato. Mrs. Sato?
Oh my gosh. Not again.
Oh no, what's the matter, Mr. Naruto?
Nothing. The voice just remember sounding different. I was just saying that I'll be relying on your support today, but no, I will not wear the hat next time to make
Sorry,
up
of
for it.
course, I know I can be rather incompetent at times, but I shan't let you down.
Oh, please.
Would you mind helping me to my feet then?
Oh dear, I'm really very sorry.
Susato-san isn't her usual self at all, but that's hardly surprising, I suppose. You just found out her father is the partner of a world-famous detective, not to mention.
Good morning, sir.
Lord Van Zeeks.
Thank you for all your efforts yesterday.
Well, did I hear that correctly? He's thanking me?
Good night, Hannah.
Hi.
No, nothing. I hope we can clear things up today.
Wait, not a good night for Thomas?
No, because I'm not going to bed. She's just got to go for a bit, but she's assuming we're ending stream, and you guys, yeah. I really can't make this man out. His face says, I hate you, but his words are almost jovial today. In fact, he hasn't been very Reaper-like at all since this all began yesterday.
That's the title, by the way. His face says, I hate you.
No.
Okay, well,
Look at where Iris is looking. Fine.
Lord Van Zeeks isn't the Reaper, Mr. Naruto.
good point.
The Reaper, I suppose in hindsight, I should have allowed that misconception to go unchallenged.
Huh?
It was my tacit acceptance of that pseudonym. My failure to stop the Reaper becoming something more than a mere legend that led to all this.
But you're not to blame for that, Lord Van Zeeks.
It's only because serious crime in the capital dropped off so sharply when the public started calling you that. That's why you didn't say anything, isn't it?
To be frank, I'm not sure that was the sole reason.
What do you mean?
Reaper sounds bad. There was a rumor at the time that the Reaper was really the ghost of my late brother. That having been slain by that evil killer, Clint's restless spirit returned as some sort of demigod to wield a deadly blade of justice where I, by dint of the law, could not.
Yes, we've heard that story too.
When I lost him,
Clint looks sick.
I felt as though I'd lost my guiding light. I didn't know where to go or what to do.
Is that his younger brother?
And so,
Older.
Older brother.
some small way, I wonder if perhaps those rumors made me feel his absence a little less keenly. Even if I knew it was just an illusion, just some nonsense conjured up by an over-imaginative public.
It was obviously extremely important to you. Lord Clint Van Zeeks.
Well, what's important now is uncovering the truth. That's all that matters. I know that you didn't take anyone's life, and I intend to prove that beyond a shadow of doubt. Intend to prove that beyond a shadow of a doubt in court today.
Uh-oh.
I never thought I'd say this. I can see it in your eyes, that burning desire to cut through all the lies and deception. I can't deny it any longer. You are a lawyer of absolute integrity.
Couldn't have said it 8 cases ago.
That's a good
7
title,
cases
too.
ago.
A lawyer of absolute integrity.
You know what else is a good title? Never finishing this game. Thank you.
Now tell me, why do I detect the scent of expensive tea leaves in the air?
Mouse.
Oh, Iris, when did you get here?
Oh. I brought you some of my special blends. One of my special blends. Really loves it. He says it helps him to clear his head.
I thank you.
Oh, hee hee.
That's
What's
surely
going on
the
here?
first and last time I'll ever see a site like this. I hope this is the last time I ever see this.
Ship it.
Oh my.
Oh, wait, I think I have an email that says
Sorry, did you say ship it? Did you say ship it?
Oh, that's a
Ship
little
it.
illegal.
Did you say ship it?
I sent it in
That's
the
a little
chat. too.
illegal. That's a little illegal.
What?
33
Age
to
is just
10?
a number.
Jail is just a place?
Oh, that's a good retort.
You see different today, Iris.
Oh,
Sort of subdued, I suppose.
I am not.
What happened here yesterday? What happened yesterday is obviously still playing on her mind a lot. She's clearly very troubled about having stolen that autopsy report from Dr. Seitz's laboratory.
Alright then. Good luck to you both. I have to make a move now. Oh, you're not staying?
I thought you'd want to watch today's proceedings.
I don't think your clip worked.
Well, I'd like to cheer you on, obviously.
Does it work by now usually?
I think it's the thing with your Twitch chat. It can bug out if it's not from the panel. That's
But
why
I've
I
got
open them up every time.
Lots to get ready.
Get ready for what?
Oh, yes. Would you take this?
Isn't that one of the little felt dolls that's usually dangling from your knapsack?
Yes. It's a lucky charm. A little Hurley that I made once.
It's gonna be a communication device. It's gonna be a walkie-talkie. The speaker of a walkie-talkie. A Hurley looks more like a Hairley to me.
If for some reason you completely run out of options in the trial today, then just pull this little Hurley's ears as hard as you possibly can.
What? Pull his ears.
That's right. It's a way to bring good luck. I think you might need it.
It's definitely a speaker.
Totally. You think what we'll need is luck?
Uh-oh.
I just need to peek inside the courtroom. And it seems very different to normal.
Yes, it would seem that a certain someone has decided to pull out all the stops.
What does that mean? The judge is wearing a new outfit?
What about Mr. Sholmes, Iris? I don't know. He was out all night and he hadn't come home by the time I left this morning. Oh, I see.
He's the real prosecutor. Was Professor Mikotaba out all night too, do you think, Mr. Sato?
Yes, it would seem so. I telegrammed the hotel this morning. And apparently they didn't come back to their rooms last night at all.
They?
Father and Judge Jigoku, I mean.
Reliving it back at the strip club. The good memories.
They met.
Judge Jigoku too.
They out all night? Dang.
That's right. Nobody appears to have seen either of them since yesterday.
Counsel for the defense of the defendant! Our court is in please make the words of the court.
Good luck then, Runo. Good luck, Susie.
Yes, thanks, Iris.
And you, Mr. Reaper. I hope it goes well.
Once again, I thank you for the delicious tea. It was very soothing.
Oh, I'm so glad. I must go inside now, Lord Van Zeeks.
Get away from her.
You know that's turning into a short, right? Lord Van Zeeks has always been the formidable prosecutor I've had to lock horns with in court, but not today. Today I battle with another in pursuit of the truth. My best friend Kazuma Asogi, who I trust more than anyone else in the world. Now I understand what it was that drew me here to Britain all those months ago. Now I know exactly what destiny had in store for me.
It just makes sense that the white racist would be also a pedophile.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. No comments. It's all been leading up to this one day, to this one trial, to this one final reckoning. Really heading to this case with the utmost seriousness, I see.
What time is it?
9:30 a.m. 3rd of November.
It's actually 9:30 p.m.
Is it?
Exactly, too, yeah.
You stop right here?
It feels even more oppressive here than it did yesterday. There are cold stares piercing me like knives from all sides today.
Ah! Mr. Naruto, look.
Oh, you're the judge.
Oh, he's a big bad. Remember, he's a big bad.
Fetch.
I thought he was gonna be the
the big
prosecutor.
Oh.
Lord Strongheart. Cosmo must have known beforehand.
The ramifications of this trial now extend far beyond the murder of one Scotland Yard inspector. In fact, events have come to light that threaten to rock the very foundations of our country's legal system.
The escape of a condemned criminal on the night of his execution, the subsequent unlawful shooting of the man, and the revelation that prison staff must have been complicit in the jailbreak.
Britain is currently hosting influential members of the judiciary from countries all around the world. It is imperative that we uncover the truth in these proceedings to avoid international embarrassment.
Man, can't wait for you to have all the lines now.
Yes, by royal decree, this will continue to be a closed trial. And one over which I, male Strongheart, exercise total and unequivocal authority.
It's a unicorn.
Oh, closed trial.
No jury. The 6 jurors flames just.
As was the case in yesterday's proceedings, those here present in the public gallery are distinguished members of our judiciary.
Oh, never mind.
Assembled to bear witness to a fair judicial process.
Ooh, so we got the best of the best.
The old man better be one of them. In other words, a collection of your acolytes, Lord Strongheart.
It should be both old men.
On a personal note, I find this most distressing, Lord Van Zeeks. You were a prosecutor of exceptional talent. Much like your brother Clint, in fact.
Whoa.
In
Poor
the name of
unicorn.
Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this stream to be over, this court to be in session. For the trial of Berlock Van Zeeks, who officially stands accused of murder.
I just want to see the jury.
We better hurry. Counsels for the prosecution and defense, are you in full readiness to proceed?
The defense is ready, my lord.
As is the prosecution, but not the voice actors.
Yesterday's proceedings brought to light a shocking and disturbing fact. There was a side to the victim, Inspector Tobias Gregson, that was unknown to his superiors at Scotland Yard.
Yes, he was carrying out operations in secret which Scotland Yard knew nothing about.
And in those clandestine operations, he had an accomplice.
Mr. Dali Vigil, who would be given the inspector's identification and present himself at the capital in order to establish credible alibis for Gregson. In that way, Gregson appeared to be carrying out his regular Scotland Yard work when in fact he wasn't.
At the end of yesterday's session, Mr. Vigil, who had been suffering from amnesia, regained his memory. It would appear he buried his memories at the time deep inside himself as a means of self-preservation. Because whilst he was engaged as chief ward at Barclay Prison, he abetted the convict's escape.
Mr. Vigil is currently recuperating at St. Sinners. He's recovered enough to give a signed statement about his movements on the day prior to the incident. He's formally admitted to posing as Gregson whilst investigating the Red-Headed League.
Which brings us to the crucial issue of the victim's time of death. The defense yesterday proposed a suggestion that the victim may have been killed 1 day earlier. This was based largely on the discovery that the victim's pocket watch had not been wound.
Prosecution has something to report on that subject, my lord.
Really? Go ahead, Prosecutor Asselgee.
Alright, it's 9:35.
We gotta finish. We gotta finish.
No, shot, we're out of here.
You gotta finish.
We don't know when this will end.
It's gonna end. They're just recalling. You gotta finish the recap.
Yesterday to discuss the issue.
You gotta finish the recap.
To confirm that the defense's suggestion could not be ruled out. It's entirely possible that Inspector Gregson was killed on 31st of October, the day before his body was discovered. I have here an updated autopsy report that includes amended details.
But the official opinion of the investigation team was made clear yesterday. That the time of death was 5 p.m. on 1st of November.
There are indications of an attempt to disguise the real time of death, however.
It seems that the natural decaying process of the victim's body may have been slowed by keeping it chilled.
That's out of the question. There are no refrigeration devices in that part of London large enough to accommodate a human corpse.
My lord, this is more than just conjecture. There's evidence to support the idea. We must investigate it thoroughly.
Very well. The court will accept the new report as evidence. However, if this updated report is deemed to be accurate, it would give renewed significance to the movements of the victim on the day before the Fresno Street incident.
It would, yes, especially since on that day, Inspector Gregson was using Mr. Vigil to cover up his real movements. It's conceivable that he was killed in the course of his secret activities.
Do I sense that the prosecution has some information regarding those
He's
activities?
gonna call in a witness or show some evidence, then we'll cause it. We'll
His
call
eyeballs
it.
are so scary.
Scotland Yard put an enormous effort in investigating that precise matter yesterday. I know, especially when he looks down.
Looks at you.
I think we should begin by presenting the results of that investigation work. So the prosecution calls its first witness now.
Perfect. Now we'll save.
Really?
All right.
State your name and occupation for the court.
That was great.
Oh my gosh. Scuffed.
We started the final case just barely. You know, well on our way. Anyway, thank you all for watching.
4 more parts.
Clearly, we're gonna end this stream in a year, so it's fine. You know, now we're gonna end. What are you gonna do? Whoops, I just hit
Sorry,
the
I'm starting soon.
I missed. Anyway, thank you all for watching. We're gonna go ahead, head out, and see these two off. But hopefully, we'll catch you all on the next stream. Until next time, everybody. Let's get you guys out of here.